Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They were embarrassed a year ago, getting swept out of their playoff series.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. Hey, they've got to know that you're in charge and know what you're talking about. But in the end, it's about them. Kevin?
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. Well, Smitty, like you, it's always fun to see the NBA players getting into the Halloween spirit. LeBron James, known for his Halloween parties. We've had the chance to be invited. Unfortunately, we've not been able to attend it. Did you and your teammates ever used to celebrate Halloween together or any holiday together?
Yeah, a lot of times you do. And then the great thing, like you said, about Halloween, you have those Halloween parties. You get a chance to see your teammates dressed up, their kids, their family, their wives. It's always fun to see somebody come in with that outfit that you get a chance to laugh about the entire year.
I remember the time you came in a kilt. That was a great outfit. I love that outfit.
Do you? I don't remember.
Yeah. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore, the guards. Darius Miller out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Okafor in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Holiday dishes to Davis. Pick by Okafor. 6 to shoot. Green with the block. Down low. Moore with the steal. Okafor, the pass to Davis. Curry against Holiday. Thompson outside. Okafor grabs the miss.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Here's Moore, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Cousins, no one around him, connects from three-point range. Cousins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Davis sets a screen. Loads it up for Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Durant kicks to Thompson. And the 3 off target. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Davis, the pass to Miller. Okafor with the ball. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Clock at 4. Here's Holiday. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Holiday's got his first points of the night. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Holiday against Curry. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's the problem with defending Kevin Durant. You can crowd him, you can try to distract him, you really can't break his focus.
And Davis can't get it to go.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
for the Pelicans, they can now start to look at the future in a different light. Now they have a team that can compete in the West with the core. It's just about adding the right pieces around Anthony Davis.
Here's Cousins. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
Okafor against Cousins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And, of course, for the Pelicans and their future, Steve, last offseason was spent trying to get Cousins back.
Alvin Gentry, the coach, said the team wanted Cousins back despite the injury. Didn't quite work out the way they hoped with Cousins leaving, but this team showed they can compete without Cousins.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
3 titles in the last 4 seasons for the Warriors. Dynasty, that word you don't throw around lightly, but we're witnessing one in Golden State.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
And here's Holiday following Draymond Green's 3. Davis dishes to Miller. Back to Davis. Miller outside. The Warriors pull it in. And the Warriors going into last season ranked by odds makers as the highest favorite ever. Smitty, in any sport.
Yes, the clear favorites, and that remains the case this season again. They've assembled a roster that stands as one of the all-time greats.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Let's check out some stats for Thompson. Good season for him last year. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure. Things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Now here's Moore. He had 15 points last outing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Stolen by Holiday. Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Durant kicks to Curry. Bell, and he jams it with authority.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Pelicans trail by 5. Moore passes to Davis. Davis with a screen on Thompson. No good from Moore.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Davis with a screen on Thompson. Moore inside. It's up against Thompson. They need this. Misses off the left iron.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And that one's good by Davis.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Curry kicks to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Over Moore. Again, Golden State.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pelicans trail by 6. It's Miller on the wing. The pass to Okafor. 5 to shoot. Right side Davis. Over Green. And Davis can't get it to go.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
And Bell kicks to Thompson. Pass to Curry. There's a screen to the middle. He's looking for Bell and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
He's so creative in the pick-and-roll sets because he's a threat at passing the basketball, a phenomenal passer. He's the defense's worst nightmare.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
Curry against Holiday. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Payton's checked in.
First personal foul, team's first. Substitution for the Pelicans.
Here is Durant. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
We also got to mention what he did on the defensive end. Racked up a number of steals, too.
Miller, no luck.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Steph Curry is the face of the Warriors franchise, but you ask around, Draymond Green is the leader in that locker room. He's vocal, plays with an attitude, and his competitive spirit rubs off on the whole team.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. Well, Green really the heart and soul of this Warriors team.
He brings an edge and a toughness that they need. The others are more quiet. He's not afraid to challenge anyone. That's just his nature.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Jerebko's checked in for Durant. Livingston comes in for Thompson. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Curry. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The way Draymond carries himself, plays with a chip on both shoulders, which can be good and bad.
Picked by Randall. Green against Payton. He kicks to Randall. Over Cook. Randall no good.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Jordan Bell, Oregon's all-time leading shot blocker. He anchored a Ducks team that made the school's first Final Four appearance since 1939.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Warriors, #1. In 3rd, the Pelicans.
And you know what? These are 2 of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
You know, it's not always about where you're selected in the draft. Bell taken 38th in 2017. But you know what, Steve? He found opportunity right away with the Warriors.
Yes, he showed he was ready. He plays extremely hard, and learning from guys like Draymond Green, he'll only get better with time.
Here's Randall following the basket by Draymond Green. And Mirotic kicks to Payton. Mirotic the screen. Off the screen. Basket good.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Passes it to Jerebko. Green with a screen on Hill. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's third.
There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Livingston. Oh, that's blocked. And Holiday kicks to Randall. Hill. The rebound by Cook.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bell. Back to Livingston. Outside, Green. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Coming off a terrific season. 7th in assists and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game. Supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Holiday, the pass to Hill. Mirotic sets the screen for Hill. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 13. It's deflected. It's stolen by Randall. Payton with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Now here's Jerebko. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Payton kicks to Mirotic. Randall a screen on Green. Picked by Randall. Here's Hill. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's foul number 2 for him. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans.
The second person, 14. Pelicans substitution.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jerebko kicks to Cook. Bell dishes to Cook. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Picked by Randall. Holiday the pass to Okafor. Mirotic the screen. Shot clock at 5. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Alfred Payton. 2 shots.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That's good from Payton. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Cook, covered by Payton. They get it back, and Green slams it in.
Fantastic job by Draymond. I'll say this to you. He knows what work is.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Steph Curry talks about what makes Coach Steve Kerr so unique as they balance winning with the big picture.
He genuinely cares about, what's going on in our lives and our families. And basketball-wise, I think he's really opened my eyes to the perspective of just how you run a team, but that life is obviously a lot bigger than basketball. There's a nice little, marriage of those two that you can enjoy along the way in the process of what we do.
That's a good way of putting it, isn't it? At the end of the day, life is bigger than basketball.
And Steve Kerr shows that. I mean, he cares about his players, his staff. Beyond that, he cares about the country and the world around him.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
We've got your Rebko. Bell is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Livingston. And it's Cook in at point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Mirotic's shot is off.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve. It's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were third in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the number one desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. Bell reminds me of a younger Draymond Green, a prospect on the rise.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rebko kicks to Cook. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Yep, that one goes. Cook's got 7.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And stolen by Cousins. It's stolen by Randall. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Mirotic with a scorer's mindset around the basket, looking past the defense and keeping his concentration on the rim.
Cook, the pass to Bell. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Pass to Livingston. Cousins with a screen on Holiday. 4 on the clock. Rebko kicks to Cook. And it's off from three-point range.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Rebko dishes to Bell. Doesn't go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Warriors leading by 14. The pass to Rebko. And Cousins kicks to Livingston. Back to Cousins. Pass to Rebko. Over in the corner, Livingston. The dish to Cousins. On the mark with the 15-footer. Cousins has got his second basket of the night.
That's a money spot for Cousins. He is comfortable from the mid-range.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And for DeMarcus Cousins, it's just good to see him back and seemingly not with any ill effects of that Achilles injury.
Injuries like that are always scary, especially to big men. With Cousins, you never worried about him missing so much time. The concern was him regaining all his burst and agility.
Sun changes for Golden State. Durant's checked in for Urebko. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And Curry subbed in for Cook. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Okafor. Davis comes in for Randall. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday.
That one looked true coming out of his hand. Cousins with great confidence from distance.
Payton with a screen on Thompson. Moore passes to Okafor. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Oh, great ball movement there.
Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Warriors leading by 20. Outside Durant. Over Miller. And it's Durant missing.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Davis on the foul.
The problem with keeping AD off the glass, he times his jump so well, a graceful athlete in action.
Screen by Cousins. Bell dishes to Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
You know, Klay Thompson has the perfect mentality for a shooter. No fear, no conscience. Just routine, repetition, and a hunger to be great.
The Warriors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. And Smitty Thompson not easily distracted when he's shooting.
Well, growing up, he used to shoot all day in the rain. His dad played for the Blazers. Whatever his surroundings, he finds that calm in the storm.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Left side, Davis. Over Bell. And that one hits back iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Now, here is Miller. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Cousins gets an open look and hits.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Payton kicks to Okafor. Payton with a screen on Cousins. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Cousins with the ball. No coverage that time. Durant's got 13.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Davis with a screen on Thompson. Here's Moore. Softly drops in the floater. Moore's got his second basket of the game.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Cousins with a screen for Thompson. Back to Curry. That three off the mark. The Pelicans shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Count that one. 6 points for Elfrid Payton.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill, he's checked in for Darius Miller. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Pelicans keep it alive. Payton kicks to Moore. Davis sets a screen. Curry against Payton. Back to Moore. Davis sets a screen. No good from Moore.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Durant, no good. The Pelicans really having a tough go here. Okafor, the pass to Payton. Outside Hill. Okafor with the screen on Durant. Hill kicks to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. Davis sets a screen. From deep three-point range, the Warriors pull it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's tipped over Hill. Durant, no good.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And Okafor with the basket on the assist by Davis. Okafor's got 9 points.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
On the wing, Davis. Back to Payton. Moore in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, finances may be the only thing that can slow down the Warriors. Those star contracts place them way above the salary cap. Big luxury taxes are on the horizon.
Here's Payton after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Now here's Payton. Curry with the defensive effort.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Payton attacking inside. Davis. And just miss after miss right now.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here is Moore. Kicks to Okafor. Back to Moore. The 15-footer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Moore's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Payton passes to Okafor. From deep, Moore. That shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
So good with the ball in his hands. Curry's just as effective off the catch.
Now here's Payton. 6 points for him. He kicks to Davis. And Hill has it in the corner. Stolen by Durant. To the middle. Here's Green. No good off the front iron.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play, tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle. Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Cousins, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. Hill has the open look. No good with the triple. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 18 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 6 rebounds. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, KD owned the first half, but we suspected that might happen. He's had everything he's needed to be great for a long time. But that first championship, it just gave him more confidence to the best player possibly on the planet.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Okafor out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Davis. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Durant.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Thompson against Moore. Passes to Davis. Looking to get it going. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. Well, DeMarcus Cousins, perhaps one of the biggest names in free agency this last offseason.
Kevin, clearly the top big man available. It wasn't obvious what the market for him would be like because of his injury. Still not surprised he ended up here because he fits in well with this team.
At the line for 2.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the second youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
First one falls for him. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are 2 things that you don't lose with age.
Durant hits them both. So many metrics out there right now, Steve. One of the big ones, scoring efficiency. Who comes to mind in that area?
Well, you look at the percentage. Kevin Durant, the amount of shots he takes, he shoots with a high percentage. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard. I think also Anthony Davis is up there, being able to score at different areas, not just dunking the basketball, being able to score at all three levels. Those are some of the guys that shoot a high percentage.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. And it goes down 2 points. Cousins has got 12 points in the game.
I mean, there's no question about it. When DeMarcus attacks the offensive boards, he gives the team a different attitude.
Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Curry with the steal. The wide open look for Durant. And it's Golden State with another.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
And Holiday kicks to Okafor. Back to Holiday. Picked by Okafor on the wing. Miller knocks down the 3 ball.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second half shots to fall. 80% since the break. To the inside. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Miller, no up.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
And Cousins gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Curry against Holiday. Pass to Davis, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Julius Randle's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Holiday against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jerebko, the pass to Cousins. Curry dishes to Durant. Thompson from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Holiday's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for New Orleans. Mirotic comes in for each one more. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. There's the screen. Okafor with the screen on Thompson. And Holiday kicks to Miller. Here's Randle. Cousins pulls it in. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On its way from Curry for 2. And it's Emeka Okafor with the rebound. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Randle passes to Mirotic. Now Holiday, defended by Durant. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Warriors.
And this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
It's Durant on the wing. Now the pass to Cousins. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got assist number 5 here tonight. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Bulls in Chicago. They set the screen. Randle dishes to Mirotic. The call will go against Jerebko. That is his first foul of the game. Cook, he's checked in for Golden State. Randall kicks to Mirotic. Okafor sets the pick for Mirotic. 5 on the clock. Randall, none of the miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Steve, the Pelicans, a team that plays a very high-paced style under Coach Alvin Gentry. Tops, in fact, in the NBA.
Kevin, as a player, you love playing in that kind of system. You know you're going to get plenty of chances and touches whenever you're on the floor. Pelicans have the personnel to make it work and play at a high-paced style game as well.
Here's Mirotic. The rebound by Cook. Cook's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lobbed up there for Durant.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Pick by Okafor. Miller sets a screen for Holiday. Pass to Miller. Back to Holiday. Tries a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Cousins, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The kick out to Holiday. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Certainly capable from distance. Defenses no longer dare Holiday to shoot from out there.
Here's Jerebko. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Okafor. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. Cousins with a screen for Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is New Orleans. New Orleans has gotten going here in the 2nd half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Mirotic, the pass to Randall. Mirotic, the screen. Takes the 13-footer. It's tipped, and they get it back. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Hey, keep the ball moving. Holiday showing good leadership, running the offense all the way through.
Cook kicks to Durant. Jerebko, the screen. Back to Durant. All sorts of time. And it goes down 2 points. Durant's got 36.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Holiday, the pass to Randall. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Jordan Bell's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Thompson. Hill, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Elfrid Payton comes in for Miller. Now here's Livingston. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Payton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Payton's got 8 points.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Cousins, good on the triple.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Mirotic, the screen. Outside Hill. Mirotic sets the screen for Hill. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And here are the Warriors now. Livingston dishes to Cook. They set the screen. Jerebko the screen. 5 on the clock. Now here's Livingston. He's defended by Randall. Livingston, no luck.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
And the post-up game losing favor around the NBA, Steve. But for point guard Sean Livingston, that's his bread and butter.
First, he has a size advantage most every night, and then he loves to get down there in the block. He has the vision to punish teams for trying to dig or double-team him when he's scoring.
Back to Cook. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. 9 points in the game so far.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Now here's Randall. Mirotic, the screen. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love watching Holiday work off screens, change his pace, create space for his shot.
Jerebko kicks to Bell. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Passes it to Bell. Here is Cook, covered by Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Solomon Hill.
The Warriors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Cousins. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. And then for New Orleans, Anthony Davis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Drew Holiday.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And the free throw, no good.
Overall, a fantastic 2018 campaign for the Pelicans. 48 wins, made it to the conference semifinals as the 6th seed in the West. Not bad.
Livingston, that's good.
Everybody talks about the 3-ball, but Sean Livingston understands his game. The mid-range game, he's a master at it.
There's a good screen. Davis, the pass to Payton. Davis setting the pick for Payton. Over in the corner, Randall. Payton trying to get open. That's good from Randall on the assist by Payton. Curry against Payton.
Personal foul.
The Warriors have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Second person, 14. Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry. He has 2.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Curry.
As we know, Steph's one of the game's most accurate shooters. He's part of the 50-40-90 club.
And both free throws good for Curry. 6 seconds left to play in the third. From downtown, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
Even though he's not the biggest guy, Curry's instincts and competitiveness help him out on the defensive end.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Looney out there with Jones. And there's Livingston. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's House in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. Here is House. Dishes it to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Ajinça.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Here's Looney. And Curry has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And it's Ajinça missing. The Warriors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Payton with some nice D.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That's his first foul. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. Right. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific and quotation of players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Here's Payton following the score by Golden State. From downtown, drills the three-pointer.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
They set the pick. House kicks it to Looney. To the paint, deflects the pass. The shot by Hill. The shot comes out, and Golden State will go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team second.
Covered by Payton. And the basket by Jones.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Payton with a screen on Evans. Clark kicks to Ajinça. Here's Payton. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Pass to Livingston. Over Payton. Almost, but it rolls out.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And the basket by Hill.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
There's a screen. Now here's Livingston. Defense right on him. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Chicago Bulls. Diallo the pass to Clark. Ajinça kicks to Payton. The feed to Ajinça. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Alexis Ajinça.
Emeka Okafor.
Clark for 3. Rebound by House. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Hits it from 3-point range.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
There's the screen.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Looking to get back on track here. That's good on the jump shot. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter.
A beautiful bucket from Livingston. He is very skilled at draining shots under pressure.
Outside Hill. From outside the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Now here's Livingston, covered by Payton. Looney kicks to House. Over Hill, and the shot falls short this time. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. The Warriors pull it in. Jones drives in. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Here's Clark. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Golden State. Just 5 on the clock. A shot missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Livingston, yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Payton kicks to Diallo. Picked by Okafor. Diallo the pass to Clark. Over Evans. Diallo. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Mirotic comes in for Shaq Diallo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Payton. Evans kicks to Cook. Stolen by Holiday. And there's the pass to Hill. Picked by Okafor. Hill dishes to Mirotic. Stolen by Evans. And now here comes Jones leading the break. He feeds it to Livingston. Misses from close range. New Orleans gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Mirotic's shot is off.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here is Mirotic. Pick up by Hill. Clark kicks to Holiday. Tries to snap the cold streak. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
That's Sean Livingston's game. Always keeping his eyes up and hitting the open guy.
Okafor, the pass to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the D by rising way above them time after time.
Livingston, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the basket by Hill.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
To the inside. There's the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Jerebko's checked in for Kevon Looney. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New Orleans. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the ratings?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Here's Livingston. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Jones, no luck. Here's New Orleans. They've got an 8-0 run. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 8 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Cook, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfect him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And so it's Golden State with it. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Livingston kicks to Evans. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up par even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2-referee situation.
Okafor gets the bucket.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now here's Livingston. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Pelicans pull it in. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Cook kicks to Bell. They set the pick. Pass to Livingston. Jerebko with it, covered by Payton. Jerebko the screen. Passes it to Livingston, and stolen by Payton. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
Here is Cook, covered by Payton. Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how intense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.